Mount Alderson is in Waterton Lakes National Park. So early in the morning, there weren't many people around Cameron Lake, where the route to its summit begins. There are a few stories we need to tell that are connected to our hike. One of them is the story of this flower. Another story is of the landscapes in the aftermath of the devastating forest fire of 2017. And a final story will center on the critters we saw. Waterton is an Alberta hotspot for wildflowers. These are pink monkey flowers, which bloom only in a few places in Alberta. We are expecting to see a lot of fireweed, well known to be first in after wildfire. We did not expect to see such a proliferation of pink monkey flower. It likes the damp, forming a river of color along the drainages where it grows. The green here is mainly beargrass, but it wasn't in bloom this year. At this early hour in the morning, there was no wind as we arrived at Summit Lake, perfect conditions for gorgeous reflections. The first critter we saw was a female dusky grouse. She had little ones, but they were too fast to photograph. The mountains in the background aren't far away, but are actually in the United States. We are noticing that some of the dead trees look pushed down and were missing bark, possibly the work of a minor avalanche. Amidst fire and devastation, there will always still be life. We were grateful for the long switchbacks that made getting to the ridgetop much easier. This alpine golden buckwheat added a different color to our journey to Mount Alderson's summit. While many flowers were in bloom, others had gone to seed. At this point of the hike, we could see the summit getting closer. And we got a close-up of this marmot. As we moved along the ascent ridge, we could see below us the upper and lower Carthew lakes, each with its unique color. While the ridge to the summit was interrupted by a few down climbs like this, it was mainly broad and easy to walk along. There were spots where the edge of the ridge went a long ways down, but we kept our eyes on the prize. The summit was just ahead. You can see how important it was to not stray too far from the trail. Just a few more steps and we'll be on the top. Another long ascent ends in a victory wave. From the center of the summit, this is looking south, and this is the north part with its two cairns. And around we go. Here's Larry at the summit cairn to the north, the American mountains to the south, and Carthew Lakes below us to the west. On the way back, we enjoyed walking along the broad summit ridge again, as well as the few scramble bits and seeing the lakes once more. But one thing we hadn't seen until now on this walk was something Waterton is famous for. But we saw this one from the high pass between Carthew Lakes and Cameron Lake. Far across the valley, this bear was on a mission to get back to the cool forest. These are zoom shots of its journey. Then, a short while later, this Clark's Nutcracker posed for us. It's a very different experience walking through a burned-out forest. There's more color than you'd expect, and a great trail makes for a great hike.